common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man, top father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Yep.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Duo Live show here at Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman, aka the Crypto Hitman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
The man with the plan, taking us all to Lambo Land. Of course, hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you like daily updates on both crypto and stock, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news. And you can see everything we have to offer over at learncrypto.io. So I guess we're going to jump right into this. We're going to look at CoinGecko, look at a general market basis. We'll hop over to Todd for the large caps and the main stock indices. And then, of course, we will go to the chat box to see what altcoins you want us to look at from both a technical and fundamental perspective to see if we can find you some alpha and find you some gains.
Yes, sir. We are back. All right. Chat box is going, so we should be good to go.
You want to pop it over to my screen here so we can look at CoinGecko?
I got you.
All right. We can see here today the market is pretty much even on the day. Stocks have been up. Stocks have been down. Bitcoin has been trying to hold the 70,000 level, up 2.2% for the 7-day period. Really, we are in a consolidation period here for Bitcoin. And I'm sure that will be one of the first charts that Todd takes a look at. Because do we need to be long? Do we need to sell some positions? Should we go into altcoins? We'll have all those answers for you shortly. You can see that Ethereum is slightly overperforming on the 7-day, which usually is an indication and helps altcoins start to outperform as well. And then, of course, we have BNB underperforming at 1.6%. But I think what's more exciting here is the big winners. Big winners over the 7-day period. We got Nervios Network up 43.7%. Ethereum up 41%, and Neo up 41%, a name I haven't heard in a very long time. So shout out to all the holders of those. Now, the new hype coin that I've been seeing, the new hype network that I've been seeing is the Tone coin, and that is up 40% in the past 7 days. Now, in crypto, we know with all of the winners in the space, there are just as many losers. Just people don't talk about their losers. They only talk about their winners. We see Wormhole down 35% in the past 7 days. That is not too unexpected. Wormhole was a massive airdrop. If you haven't claimed your Wormhole yet, go to their official sources, see if your wallet was eligible, and you might have some free money there. Yes, there is a sell-off, but hey, free money is free money, and then we can dive deeper into the fundamentals to see if it's something that interests us. Uniswap down 19.2% in the past 7 days, as we just found out that even though they have kind of bent the knee to the SEC is coming after Uniswap. And to be expected, people are fearing that SEC lawsuit, and they are panic selling out the position. Uniswap is not something we hold, nor do we think the tokenomics are that great to be in our trading list. And then lastly, we got Jupe up here, JU up, Jupiter up, down 18.4%. Why this is interesting, this thing has had so much hype, but again, massive airdrop, massive sell pressure. Will it turn around? I hear some good things from kind of my fundamental crowd, but sometimes the fundamentals can't outweigh the free tokens being put into the market. That's why you always need to be aware of vesting periods, always got to be aware of token distribution, and usually that paints itself on the chart in the technical analysis, and we'll see that with our proprietary Wyckoff indicators that Todd's going to show you now. So Todd, if you want to take over the chart, let's look at Bitcoin, let's look at the stock indices, and then let's see what the chat box wants us to look at for the altcoins. Of course, I'll talk about the Floki chart and the token chart as well shortly.
All right, in front of us, we got the Bitcoin chart. As you all know, we've got our indicators now available at TradingView. They're not public because TradingView's got some issues. They think that I'm bringing up some fake Wyckoff because there's so many people with Wyckoff indicators on there. Try and let them know that we are the original institute. But again, the indicators are there. They're private. If you want them, all you got to do is go to wyckoffsmi.com or learncrypto.io and let us know. So in front of us, we've got the Bitcoin. I had mentioned in the Discord yesterday that I thought maybe we was doing a triangle up here, because you can see on price, we had new high on price and volume did not. And then here also the other day we had price going sideways, or excuse me, volume was going sideways while price is putting in a higher low. So this type of action kind of makes you think we're just kind of back and forth in a trading range, which obviously looks like a triangle. If we actually put some Elliott wave on that, showing what we did for the Discord here when we talked about it, the wave 3 orange ended where I have it marked, I believe. Then you have a ABC down, ABC up. These are all ABC moves. 64.4 is where the triangle ended. And what I tried to show was the rally since then was a leading diagonal with an ABC. Let me try to show that a little bit better here. If we zoom in on the 15-minute, we've got a leading diagonal triangle in orange, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, overlapping, ABC down. That's fine by Elliott wave standards. So that's a 1, 2. Possibly we're working on another 1, 2 here, and then we're going to be ready to come out of this triangle, because we did get above the wave D triangle here on this wave 5. So again, these charts are starting to look pretty good. Looks like we got maybe a move up to 85,000 or so. And then we'll have to revisit it from there. While we're here, let's look at Ethereum real quick. A little weaker than the Bitcoin chart. Let's go back to the daily. Same type of thing. We had the big jump and back up. It looks like this is a little bit weaker. Still got the triangle formation here, not quite as clean, but definitely a move above that 37.45 or so would get this chart moving sharply higher again as well. And then let's go back now real quick. We'll go over some stocks here. Let's go to the SPY. I have had two areas where I thought they were overbought on the SPY. We continue to work higher. We did move sideways here for the last couple of weeks. I think possibly we have a wave 5 and that did end there 2 weeks ago. You can see price going up, volume has not. That made that wave 5 a little suspect. We are, if we zoom in today, we did have a reversal today, trying to work higher. We'll see if we can slow up here. The technometers are neutral, so not much help on the stock side. I think we still could be trying to, maybe we've done an A down and this is going to be a B. We'll try to come down one more time, and we'll watch that. Quickly, GDX, last time we was live here, I talked about being long GDX. I've been long. I did scale out of that on Monday, so I'm took profits on the GDX, looking for a pullback. Same thing on XLE, took big profits on that out of the accumulation we had there. We had good buy signals down there at the 84 level. I sold that at 98.08. Again, looking for a pullback maybe somewhere around 92, 93. Then we'll reestablish there. Stocks, maybe. I talked about, this was a triangle on the TLT. I talked about in the week in review. The red dot, we were overbought. We had new highs on the OP as shown in red, while price was working lower in a triangle. So again, I think that's A down, B triangle. Somewhere here, we're probably going to bottom out maybe 88, 89, and then we could have a rally in the TLT, which will give us lower interest rates, which should be good for stocks and Bitcoin still. So something to keep in mind. We'll be watching that here in the next few days. Go back to Nick and I, see what the chat box looks like.
Yeah, chat's asking, do you think the Uniswap ordeal will rub off on Cake? Do you think SEC will also come after PancakeSwap in the future? I mean, they're going after people that they think they can get big money out of. And what's crazy is, you got Coinbase and Uniswap really bending the knee to SEC and trying to follow guidelines and trying to do this, and they're still the ones getting sued next to names like Sam Bankman-Fried and Binance and Celsius and Luna, who outside of Binance, that was just a money grab. But the other ones were just pure money grabs and scams. So will it go over to PancakeSwap? I don't know. Also, does Biden get reelected? Does the SEC chair remain in charge? We'll see what happens here. We do know that the Ethereum spot ETF could be approved in May, could also be up for approval in August. I think that kind of dictates a lot of what's going on in the crypto space too, if that approval comes. But we will look at the cake chart and see how the Uniswap is impacting the cake chart here in a second. So Todd, if you want to throw me the screen, I'll look at a couple charts, and then we'll let you go ahead and look at the Chainlink chart for Jimmy Zim.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so the first one we'll talk about, of course, is Floki. And why is the Floki technical analysis important? Well, A, we've had big bags of this. This has done very well for us, and it's completely exploded off the lows with this meme cycle. And it has been following perfect technical analysis. But also why it's important is we're seeing more chatter about Doge, because Doge Day is coming up. On 420, not only is it supposed to be the Bitcoin halving, it's also Doge Day, 420. It's the meme day. And what have I always say? When Doge runs, other dog meme coin runs, but Floki's continue to outperform Doge on every upside move. Now, why is that? Even though Doge is the biggest name and it's got Elon and it's on all the exchanges. A, market capitalization. Floki is worth only $1 billion. Doge is worth many multiples of that. B, Floki utility has continued to grow. There's buybacks and burns, and they have products with real revenue production that allows them to continue to market this dog meme coin. So with Doge Day coming, I think we have bullish fundamentals for Floki, but what does the chart say? So as you can see, we did sell 25% of our position on this 600% rally during the meme cycle. It just missed out on the all-time highs. This gold line I had here for the all-time highs because you know what I like to say, blue skies, all-time highs. When things get to all-time highs, you have blue skies there, and you usually see a reaction and breakout traders chasing that new all-time high. We just fell short of that, but that is good because that leaves some dry powder and some ammunition for if we get back up to these levels. We saw a head and shoulders forming. When it broke this downtrend line, this would be the measured move of the head and shoulders here, this gold line. It hit it to the percent, to the penny. It hit it here, coming right back to the previous resistance flip support and the measured move for the head and shoulders. Along with that, we saw an oversold RSI and an oversold technometer, which led to this rally here. Now, we did see a bearish formation here in this bearish pendant, which had a measured move up here and a worse measured move up here. So far, this more bullish measured move to the downside is holding. We are seeing, once again, the technometer giving an oversold reading, the RSI giving an oversold reading, and if we zoom out, we see this high-level consolidation. As long as Floki maintains this trend line, this to me looks like it would be a bullish pendant, and with a breakout to the upside, kind of like Todd is seeing potential in Bitcoin and Ethereum. You see here, if we break out to the upside, target one would be breaking above this all-time high towards this 3,500 level, and the more bullish scenario would be a breakout towards this 4,700 level. Now, that doesn't mean go leverage long. Nick says we're going long. There is still this bearish pendant formation, which does have downside risk here to 1350, right back into this previous consolidation level. And you do have the support of the 300 moving average, just a couple percent lower down here as well. Overall, I think Floki is poised from a fundamental perspective and from a market sentiment perspective to go higher. It does have a very bullish chart structure, and our indicators are telling us it is getting leaning in the favor. I'd say probably 75%, 25% bullish, that you can take a nice low risk entry here and look for higher upside objectives, especially if Bitcoin breaks out to the upside. Then this thing will follow Doge Day on 420. Floki will outperform Doge, and Floki is the dog coin that you want to own. In the meantime, outside of a trading position, if you want to have a hodl position of Floki, you can stake Floki to earn Token, which is their sister project. So let's look at the technical analysis on Token. Token does not look as bullish, but again, has had a massive upswing with the RWA narrative very hot, and Larry Fink himself from BlackRock talking about the RWA narrative. That has led to massive explosion here on Token. And if you're part of our community, we've been in Token all the way down here and rode it all the way up with some trades. Now, you do see we have been selling on some of these rips, some of the rewards we are earning from staking the Floki token. From a trading perspective, I think Token does have some downward pressures coming in from these Floki staking holders, and I think you would look back into this previous consolidation range before you would like to get a good entry. That would be somewhere in this rectangle from 10 cents up to as high as around these levels, around 13 cents. But you do have the 300 moving average support around this 10 cents level. You have this consolidation from 10 cents to 11 cents. And again, we have neutral indicators here. So the RSI isn't oversold at these levels. The technometer isn't oversold at these levels, which tells you there is potential for more downside risk before we get a really clear-cut entry on Token. one thing I did miss on the Floki chart before we head over to the chat box and Todd is on top of these other indicators giving us buy setups, we do see that the OP, our proprietary indicator, is trending down while the price has held here. It is also, if you want to drag it all the way back, it's trending down while the price is holding from that level as well. That is another bullish indicator for Floki and why I'm leaning more bullish than bearish on the setup here on this altcoin. You want to take us to the duo screen here, and we'll take a look at what's going on in the chat box, or what charts you want to look at over there, Todd? I hear your phone binging. I hear your mouse clicking. What are you cooking over there?
Well, I'm ready to look at Link here real quick for Zimmy Jim. What's up, Zimmy? We got, I mean, the chart's been really good here. We had the accumulation phase. We had the original jump up to 16, back up to 12. You can see here, really, I think we're doing another mini one of those. We got a jump and a back up to the dash line. You can see here on the blue line OP, which is intraday volume based on 5-minute levels. We've had continued selling coming in while price continues to make higher lows. Technometer is just neutral, but I think we're putting another backup here. So I think anything around the 1650, 1750 level is probably a good place if you're not long, or a good place to add to longs if you're interested. So that one still looks extremely good. And then Al mentioned DOT. Let's go to DOT. Down here, 829. I haven't traded any DOT in quite a while, so not much on the chart here. But same type of thing. A lot of these alts are showing this. You're seeing the downtrend in the volume while price is making higher lows. You've seen some resistance taken out and backing up to it. Again, Tech's 46. We're not getting real easy oversold buys like we're used to in the past. But for price levels, I'd say down here at this 8 to 830 level on DOT is probably okay. And then Yannick just asked about ARB. That's one that we did nibble on. It is coming under some pressure. I have not added any more to it. There's the ARB chart. Same type of thing. You can see on the OP by the green arrows, hitting new lows while price is really continuing to act pretty well and backing up to what I think is previous resistance. So I still like that chart. And somewhere here I would give a point to add on to the longs in ARB. So
there you go. And before,
real quick.
for DCC84 wants me to look at the cake chart. Before I do that, I think I want to tie in what we're seeing on the charts for these altcoins with a tweet I made today. So Benjamin Cohen, a pretty big individual, 813,000 followers, talking about how Bitcoin dominance is slowly building up to the range highs with a potential breakout coming the week of halving. This is not what an alt season looks like. This is what Bitcoin sucking the liquidity out of alts looks like. Well, I disagree, and that's why I said, nah, this is what new institutional liquidity and Bitcoin spot ETF inflows looks like. Because the altcoins are showing a very clear picture that we are imminently under another alt season. Plus, we are already seeing altcoins, several 100% off the lows with the Bitcoin dominance still on the rise. I think what Benjamin Cohen is not really factoring in is that institutional liquidity is coming into play. And what are they going into? Only Bitcoin. Bitcoin spot ETF liquidity is coming into play. What are they coming into? Only Bitcoin. Michael Saylor continues to buy. The drunken Saylor continues to buy, only coming into Bitcoin. So I think both things can be happening at the same time. And in previous cycles, yes, Bitcoin dominance going to a new high would be sucking out that liquidity from the alts because we were all playing in the merry-go-round of functioning with that same money, just cycling as the market narratives change. This cycle has been different because we are getting new cash inflows from institutional players and large whales who are only putting money into Bitcoin. They only believe in Bitcoin currently. So although I think Bitcoin dominance could break out, and Benjamin could be right on that factor, I don't think that means a death spiral for altcoins in this cycle. And I think we're going to see more of this when the Ethereum ETF does get approved, I believe in May or August of 2024.
Here real quick, since we do manage stock and crypto assets, I am going to run a disclaimer for our auditors. So here we go real quick. All right.
All right. If you want to throw me the chart, I'll go over the cake chart real quick. That is a request. Now, cake has seen a little bit of a sell-off here with the Uniswap news. Why? Because it's in the same sector. DEX tokens. People panic on Uniswap. They're asking, is SEC going to go after Pancake? They're selling out their positions. But you can see it's really been tracking the same uptrend line. Yeah, it's below it here now, and it is below the 300 moving average, which we do not like to see. But we do see some positive structures here. It is still up 250% off the lows. And the positive structures I see here is I do see a potential bullish divergence on the RSI. This is where the RSI is holding, but price is at new lows. And we do see similar effect that we did go oversold on the technometer up here. Price is at new lows, so you could say maybe a bullish divergence on the technometer as well. And with the OP, it is slight, but it is there. OP is trending down, while so far price has still remained higher than these previous lows, giving you a bullish divergence on the OP. And another thing is, if we look back at history, how do we find the bottom here after this? A big run up and we sold off. Big run up and we sold off. How do we find the bottom back here? Because history doesn't always repeat itself, but it does often rhyme. Well, you can see here what we have. Major oversold on the RSI, leading into a bullish divergence on the RSI. What do we got here? On this first drop, major oversold on the RSI, leading into a bullish divergence on the RSI. So does history repeat itself here? I don't know, but it does often rhyme. And I can tell you that if the Bitcoin price chart or the Ethereum price chart heads to the upside, that cake will catch a bid. History will repeat itself based on the other previous technicals that we're seeing on the chart here. And I think cake is getting near another major low, and this uptrend line will continue higher. Cake is starting to become deflationary. Pancake Swap is still the #1 DEX for the Binance Smart Chain. And again, it looks like they have market makers in play here that are working to kind of keep this uptrend line, keep this angle in effect for price appreciation of the cake asset.
Not much on the chat box. Zimmy, I will talk to you about the Wyckoff indicators. Easy add-on to TradingView if anyone else is interested.
Yeah, Zimmy Jim says I could use the Wyckoff indicators for Binance if you could hook me up. Yes, the proprietary indicators that you see here are Wyckoff Optimism, Pessimism, and the Wyckoff Technometer are private indicators over on TradingView. I know a large percentage of you use TradingView. If you don't, it is the absolute best platform for charting, for saving all your data points, and for having your watch list. Hit us up, Twitter, Telegram, whatever you want to do. Todd can give you access to that, and we can get you set up with those private indicators. Again, I still use a lot of the other indicators. Moving average, I still use the RSI that I'm comfortable with. I still use volume because that is very important for Wyckoff. But adding these two indicators here does give you additional reference points to see setups. And again, these are reference points that 99.9% of crypto doesn't have. If everybody in crypto is looking at the same chart, you are not getting that alpha. You are not getting that advantage. You need to add new indicators that others aren't looking at that historically are proven to work to get your edge, and so we can keep our edge and keep making money for the Learn Crypto community.
Well, I'm going to take just a few minutes here to show because on TradingView, we have down at the bottom the OP force and tech that everybody's aware of. But we've also built what I'm calling the sectors for crypto, sectors for stocks. So just briefly here, you can see on this screen, we've got a list of sectors that we've made up. You've got the percent gains. You've got technometer readings right here on all of them. On the right side, you can go down and you can click artificial intelligence. It'll throw up that chart. It'll give you all the percent returns for the quarter, year to date, 6 months. Again, all the technometers are right here. So just some easy things to be able to look at sectors and do some sector studies, which is really important if you have taken a Wyckoff course and understand sector studies. So keep that in mind, but we'll be doing more of that as we go live, and I'll go live sometimes just by myself to go over more of the Wyckoff method.
All right. It looks like DCC84 wants you to take a look at INJ. I'll take a look at ORNJ after that. And looks like the questions keep coming in. We want to make this short and sweet, but as long as you guys are still asking questions, still looking for charts, and have some fundamental questions, we'll stay on here and keep appeasing the chat box.
I'm looking here. Okay, let me grab it real quick. We've got INJ in front of us. Same type of thing. You can see new lows in volume, price trying to hold sideways. This is one that we're long a little bit higher in the Discord, but I would think we're down here support levels, so I don't see a breakdown here. And I would think somewhere here shortly, you want to be long that one for a move at least back to the 44 level.
Perfect. If you want to throw me the screen, I'll look at Orange Crypto, ORNJ. This is a full BRC20 ecosystem suite that we have been in since, yes, you can see it here, 4 cents. And it is now 54 cents in just about a month. That's the type of things that we do here at Learn Crypto. Now, this does look very good to me as far as if we can maintain these levels. Why? Because this is what I see. A massive opportunity if they break above all-time highs. Blue skies are above with a huge measured move. The measured move off this potential would be something massive. Again, we got to use measured moves to give us a general guideline, and then on the way up, we'll continue to post updates, go live, and see additional price targets. $1.20 would be your measured move. That is insane. Now, if you want to be bearish, what would I say about this chart? You do not want to see this white uptrend line give away, because it is correlating with the 300 moving average, which is major support. But if this gives away, you're going to see a bunch of people doing this. And I'll be ahead of everybody because that's what we do. This is what you're going to see. Everybody says this is a head and shoulder. And if that's the case, this thing would absolutely get crushed back down to this 22-cent level. So I will say Orange Crypto from a fundamental perspective is light years beyond in really working to bring DeFi to the Bitcoin network in the form of BRC20s, as well as they will be working with runes. If you haven't heard about runes yet, we're going to do a full video on runes, so stay tuned. That's going to be the first ever scaling solution for Bitcoin's blockchain. Also, I will say that these guys are very smart and very intelligent, and I know they have market makers. If they're looking at the same chart as you, they are not going to let this break in a meaningful way because they understand the consequences on the chart. So we are seeing here neutral indicators on RSI, below neutral on the technometer. This is the only thing that I'm going off of. Major bullish divergence on the optimism, pessimism. Continuing to drop, price holding. We see a bullish consolidation up here. They need to hold this level. If they break below, say, 50 cents, and you are long on this, you might want to protect yourself with a stop, liquidate the position to lock in profits, because I think it will get bloody. I think you will see a capitulation wick like this, because you're going to see a lot of influencers and people jumping late to the show when price is down here around 40 and be like, oh, look, in hindsight, we have a head and shoulders, and this is the breakdown. We're going even lower. So I'm going to say that this is going to continue sideways and work towards the upper end of the zone. If Bitcoin is bullish, we will go to new all-time highs. They will market make that thing to new all-time highs, and we will have a breakout measure move towards $1.20 for ORNJ.
Hey, Nick, let's go to the dual screen with charts and talk about Gora, our sponsor, and the money we've made talking about that chart on Twitter, even especially both of us.
Yeah, so I mean, shout out to full sponsor of Learn Crypto, Gora Network. Check out their website. It is an Oracle provider for Algorand. Why is it exciting, and why have we been continuing to post about it and giving buy setups on Gora? Is because they are going EVM compatible. So they're going to be launching on the ETH chain very soon. They've already done alpha version of DeFi suite of products for both Algorand and Ethereum. It was successful. And they are launching a launch Algorand's network as well. So as you know, Chainlink has a massive market cap, and everybody in Band and all these other oracles aspire to steal clients from Chainlink with the aspirations of having as much success as them. Now, I'm not saying Gora is going to be the next Chainlink. That's a 2017 type way of looking at this market. But I will say that the pre-sale is completed. All the vesting is done. They're in the Oracle sector. They're in the Launchpad sector. And right now, they're kind of gate kept over on the Algorand network. They will be expanding to Ethereum network. And that is why we have seen this upward price movement and why we have continued to give buys. We are in Gora at 16 cents, 18 cents, 25 cents. And Todd has posted some fire charts over the past couple of weeks. We are sitting here at 54 cents with the all-time high being around 70 cents. So, Todd, I don't know if you want to elaborate on that.
I mean, the chart continues to look good here. If you can look at my chart there, I mean, same thing. Sell volume coming in, price keeps working higher. I keep posting this. I gave a sell and a buy also on the Twitter, but looks like it's just going to continue higher. So, again, do your own research, but this one has been good and has gave some easy entries. So I just wanted to shout that out real quick. I'm going to take it back over. I'm going to go back to the chat box. I'm going to go to AERO. Got that down here in my second list, I believe. AERO USD Coinbase, I believe this chart. I'm not going to have much to say here. It's just been in an uptrend. Volume, same type of thing. No technometer reading. So really, I mean, acting very well is all I could say. And I would think it continue higher as this market continues bull run. So I'd be okay with that one.
Zimmy Jim says, is Litecoin ever going to take off? I'd be happy at $600. Litecoin has fallen out of favor. The one thing that can save Litecoin, I'll let Todd pull up the chart, but the one thing that can save Litecoin is when this institutional exchange goes live. The only coins that will be on it is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. That could be one catalyst. Also, Litecoin did just have its halving about 8 months ago. That could be another catalyst. But crypto is a lot about cycles, narratives, and Litecoin's narrative has always been a faster, cheaper Bitcoin. And at this time, there's a lot of faster, cheaper Bitcoins, and Bitcoin development is kind of going mainstream. You got the Bitcoin spot ETF. So Litecoin's kind of found itself on the outside. It's outside the narrative. It doesn't have institutional inflows. It doesn't have retail coming in because there's so many other more shiny objects. And really, the past couple cycles, Litecoin's delayed, and when it finally runs, it runs hard. But what does that do? That really almost marked the top of the cycle, the end of the bull cycle, and that's when you should be really liquidating all positions and looking for a reset in the market. So really, I'm almost, after that history, I'm almost rooting against Litecoin having a major move because it seems to always mark the end of the fun for the alts and for even Bitcoin, if that makes sense.
All I would add here, let me throw up my chart. 80 cents, we had the new low and the volume price holding. We got down to the oversold level. So I do think that 85 level is strong support. So I'd lean off that on any long positions. Again, not one of our favorites, but looked like strong support coming in at that 80, 85 level.
And there is some more chats going on. I think we're going to kind of wrap this one up and make you guys tune into the next live show. So Ali E you want me to talk about Pulse Chain and Algo? We'll look at that on the next live show. Also, I am looking to do a standalone Pulse Chain video, as those do take about 10 minutes to really cover all the blue chips over there, and some of the altcoins are in. So stay tuned to the channel for that. Chris says, when in the cycle do you see pre-sales really heating up? They're already starting to heat up. If you own Fair Network, the FRM token, and stake it, you get access to those pre-sales. A lot of these pre-sales are launching. We're seeing 3x, 5x, 10x plus staking opportunities. I know we've been spoiled because we have gotten you into 100x pre-sales that happen almost overnight. But again, you have to be happy with a 3x, a 5x, a 10x in the short term, especially considering it's not full-blown alt season here. And yeah, everybody else is saying they love the live shows. We are looking to get back live on a consistent basis, being live at least 5 days a week, along with the other recorded videos we do. If you want more 24/7 access to myself and Todd Butterfield, join us at patreon.com/learncrypto. You can join for free and you would have access to patreon.com. If you want to do a paid membership, you also get in the private Discord. That's where you get the live up-to-the-minute trades that we give you guys on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, depending on what the market opportunities are giving us. Do you have anything else to add, Todd?
Yeah, and then don't forget, if you remember the Discord, then you get 33% off of the indicators at TradingView. So that knocks those down to extremely low level. I've spent really months on getting those done correctly and over to TradingView, so we're pretty excited about that. As you can see here, you can throw any chart or any stock, any crypto at us, and charts are going to come up. The OP force techs are going to come up, etc. So pretty excited about that, and just ready to show that to everybody and grab more trades here. So.
Yeah, so this was kind of the first day back. This is the start of the marathon here as far as the live shows, not just recorded content, because we heard what the community wanted. We've had demand from other communities wanting us to try to get back doing live shows, doing technical analysis, doing fundamental analysis, and providing that alpha. So make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button for your daily updates on both crypto and stock, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news right here at Learn Crypto.
All right, peace out.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.